like an African champ.
Ain't no more team.
This puppy doing. I'm gonna have a drink to forget about this.
Cause they finally get a chance to run. Then start feeling fun. All of a sudden, everybody don't remember nothing. No, that lawsuit. No, I don't want to do that.
No, but wait.
They shot me, then shot at the ambulance.
Yeah, but wait.
No, this ain't right. They go, no.
Okay, so the case is.
Yeah, look, let me ask you a question. How much you think it'll cost to kill somebody?
Nowadays, couple stacks.
$5,000.
Yeah, couple stacks.
Why would it cost so much to go through the court proceedings?
If there's anything we know about 50, it's that he is fearless and he doesn't care. Apparently suggesting that Jay-Z and Diddy are closer than simply business associates, 50 Cent's latest remarks have sent the internet into a frenzy.
We got, hey.
You can get down, nigga. You can get down. It's all good.
This a real special moment, ain't it?
Come on, you can get something.
This a real special moment,
Let's
ain't
go.
it? Hey.
Bought more jewelry.
More Louis V. My mama couldn't get through to me. You and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the. I guess the money should have changed them. I guess I should have forgot where I came from. Wait till I get my money right. Suicide doors. This is my life, homie. You decide. They say I talk with so much emphasis.
And if that wasn't enough to keep the internet on edge, given an abundance of sexual assault accusations against Sean Diddy Combs, 50 is fueling rumors about Diddy's illegal activities, as well as how Clive Davis might be the immunity Diddy has been using for years.
You know, you would think that the idea of being surprised by an allegation of sexual misconduct with someone famous, you shouldn't be surprised anymore, but this one's kind of surprising. Rap star, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, right? He's been hit with a spate of lawsuits recently about his alleged conduct, but this one, the fifth one, is unlike any of the others. This is from a male music producer named Rodney Jones. Now, his allegation is Combs forced him to solicit sex workers and underage girls for sex. Okay. But also him, sexually assaulted him and groomed him to have sex with other men. And there are a lot of salacious accusations too.
That's one of Diddy's MO. I know a former record executive during the time that they gave Donna Ross that anniversary in California. One of his former record executives met with him. And I guess she was trying to pray with him or whatever. But he tried to give him a pill. That's his MO. He just showed you his hand. That's his MO, bruh.
So how do these three tie to one another? Here's everything you need to know. Although Jay-Z and Diddy have been friends for a long time and are both music industry billionaires, some in the industry, such as 50 Cent, have accused them of questionable behavior, such as getting rid of their competitors and sacrificing rivals in order to maintain their position of success. Not only that, but 50 is upgrading right now and speculates that Jay-Z and Diddy might be conspiring to conceal one another's illegal dealings in the industry. Of course, it all seems to be playing against Diddy, especially after Cassie dropped her lawsuit against Diddy, in which she had charged him with numerous offenses, including human trafficking and emotional and physical abuse.
I think justice looks like Diddy being behind bars, and I also think that justice looks like everybody getting retribution for all of the things, the amount of therapy. Like I just said, all of the moments, the time, like these are our careers. In the like living room area, and she's there, and he was like, emotional singing, there you are. And I just was like, oh, he's talking to me. And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember like looking in his eyes, and I said to him, what did y'all do? Because I could see that she was like really sedated. That was the first time I ever seen her like high before. And then he says, tell your girl she wants some birthday. And we were like, well, I mean, he's saying this to me, and I'm like, well, she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset, like, you know, I guess that she didn't want to do with him whatever he wanted, I don't know.
You know, he hiring the people, he gonna put it all on her. Cause she knew what he liked. Cause she wasn't just hiring it for her. Don't get that effed up, Art. If you think that she was just hiring those male prostitutes for herself, nah. Bruh, I was in one of those exotic bookstores with her. I saw this dude pick up plugs. And that's the first time I ever seen some shit like that. And when I said, yo, my man, what you getting this for? He said, you know, can I do my shopping by myself? And I said, yeah. And when I looked up there, it said plugs.
Naturally, many fans have now come forward claiming that Cassie might have been threatened by Diddy and Jay-Z, which is why she is no longer pursuing the case. Meanwhile, 50 is also keeping an eye on Clive Davis, the well-known person in the music business who has been the focus of stories that we are all well aware of. From sexual harassment to kidnapping young actors for his personal gratification, he has done it all. Not only that, but Davis appears to be on Jaguar Wright's harsh side as well.
Clive Davis is the king.
Did he have Whitney killed? Where my bill?
You already seen my nails.
Where my
This is what I'm gonna say about that whole situation, because for me, so many people don't want to say anything because it's Clive. Personally, me, I really don't give a They said I was blackballed. I can't be no more blackballed than I am. Clive Davis knows exactly who I am. I know exactly who he is. The last time I went to a party at his house, my ex-husband was with me and then on my husband in front of me, yo. Like he walks around here. On my husband, on my ex-husband.
Okay.
Which was, you know, it's his type. Everybody know Clive wants to be a black woman. What? That's how he always surrounds himself with black women. Look at his roster of major stars. Aretha Franklin, Cissy Houston, Whitney Houston, Angie Stone.
Wow.
And everybody forgets about Angie Stone.
True. We kind of do. That's true.
Everybody forget that before Alicia Keys, Angie Stone was holding it down, gold record after gold record after gold record after gold record, and then the next thing you know, Alicia Keys comes.
In a video that is becoming popular on social media, singer Jaguar Wright made some odd charges regarding the late Whitney Houston and her daughter Bobby Christina Brown, connecting them to Davis and how he might be the reason for things going wrong.
That she had to use auto-tune to sing because her lungs were so jacked up from all the smoking. And, you know, a lot of people didn't know she was a heavy smoker. She was a chain smoker. She smoked 3 packs of Newport today and still could sing like that. But when you add in cane or the and then the this and that and then When they did her autopsy, they said there was nothing wrong with her throat. Her lungs were so damaged that she couldn't fuel the notes. It was her lungs. It wasn't, her voice was fine.
Wright is also holding Davis responsible for the passing of Houston and her daughter, alleging that Davis desired financial and professional control over their musical endeavors.
And then they inappropriately put her stupid ass goddaughter on there. I just thought it was all kind of cheesy. Yeah, so no, I probably won't be watching the movie just because I know whose money the proceeds are going to, and him. F you royally, and you for inventing Diddy. You for that. You for letting that out of control whack ass monger and sodomite just run rampant all over this goddamn business. You for that.
Not only that, but Wright claims that she saw Davis mistreating Bobby Christina and Houston at a party, and she blames Davis for introducing them to drug misuse. She also claims that Davis has a secret collection of tapes that he uses as leverage and intimidation against his artists. In the outburst seen on camera, Wright calls Davis a devil worshiper and a pedophile. She claims that Davis belongs to a satanic cult, same as Jay-Z, that the music business controls.
He's a queen. Okay.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Most queens want to be black women.
So he's like a yes type, like yeah.
On the low.
Wow.
But you know, I'm not gonna bite my words and throwing my husband right in my face. I was like, you out of your mind. So you know, I didn't get a whole lot of invitations back to none of them come suckle at the Tea to Power Grammy parties the night before the Grammys.
Yeah.
What I will say about Clive is that he is very, very, very obsessed with maintaining the brands that he creates. And he will go to extreme lengths to protect those brands. You know, these women that he works with, they become dolls in his mind. They're living dolls. He runs every second of their lives. The only person he never really did that with was Aretha Franklin, but that was a different time. Well, I mean, you ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. Everybody comes into the game having to make their bones. He made his bones with Aretha. And what a person to make your bones with.
True.
Aretha hit, now everyone's looking to him. Clive knows the singers. Clive knows this. It wasn't Clive that knew the singers, it was Aretha that knew the singers, who introduced the singers to Clive. But they don't talk about that either. So you gotta realize by the time Clive took over managing Whitney, I mean, he had been a part of her life, damn near all her life. He had his post on that bloodline, yo. Heavy.
Proceeding with her list of charges against the business magnate, Wright revealed the information because she thinks Davis is preparing to make a documentary about Houston's life, which she feels would be fabricated and once again benefit no one but Davis. As anticipated, she advises Houston's supporters not to watch the film and to insist that Whitney and her daughter receive justice. Wright also issued a warning to other musicians to stay away from Davis, saying she is ready to handle any fallout from bringing him to light.
I've been being followed for the past month and a half.
By who?
Various people. Different places.
If you were to come up missing or dead, if you were to come up missing and dead, who did it? Tell us.
Can't tell you who done it. I can tell you who wanted it. And it would most definitely be Clive Davis.
So you think Clive is looking for you?
Oh, I know he's looking for me. I know he's worried about me. He should be.
Why?
He should be very worried about me.
Why?
Because I know things about him. He don't want nobody. I know things he's done. And he's hurt people that I love.
Like what?
You know, what I will say is this. When you're the kind of manager that would pay your client to be quiet about it, to save a tour. And then nuke their career, tell everyone that they're crazy, and ostracize them because they disagreed with being quiet about it. When you're that kind of person that employs the same group of dealers that you've been working with for the past 25 years, and out of nowhere, people just keep dying of overdoses. You know, it kind of pisses me off that all of these artists have died from overdoses and nobody really bothered to take the time to look at the toxicology reports. See, all rock stars are drug addicts and alcoholics anyway, so why bother to do an extensive check? Easiest way to get rid of a difficult artist. Well, I can't tell you who he killed. I can tell you who he worked with that ended up dead.
Who? Besides Whitney?
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Janis Joplin.
So you know for sure that Clive Davis killed Whitney. Killed.
I didn't say I knew anything for sure.
Okay.
What I am saying is that the same dealer that has showed up to service a lot of these entertainers that have died have very close ties to Clive Davis, and everyone knows it. He's always hanging out at the Ivy. He has a bad diet, drinks too much.
And with how everything is turning out to be, it looks like Clive needed Whitney removed from the scene to obtain her estate, and Bobby had to leave as well, according to Jaguar's attempts to piece the puzzle together. But is it that simple?
So he saw Whitney coming. He encouraged it.
And that's true. Let me verify that, because even in her ex-lover's book, Robin talked about how Whitney was pretty much forced to sign with Clive. Like, she had a choice, but she didn't really have a choice like that.
No, she didn't have a choice. It was the family business. It was the
that's
family way. How you gonna be managed by anybody else? He manages your godmother. He manages your mother. He manages your cousin. And you not gonna let him manage you? You know how that goes. She was 19. What was she gonna say? No?
She was definitely afraid of her mother. She was not. She was not.
Well, she was afraid. I would say, I wouldn't say Whitney was afraid of her mother. I would say that she had great fear and great respect for her mother because of who her mother is. Like, people keep forgetting. Like, and I might be out, over speaking, but when it comes to the gospel world,
yes,
you got Maddie Moss, and then you got Sissy Houston.
You see, Jaguar Wright has spent the last few years, in the vein of a devoted investigator, searching for the truth about what really happened when Whitney Houston was killed. And because, like mentor, like student, Diddy's ex-employee Gene Deal, a former bad boy bodyguard, claims that Diddy engaged in activity with Kareen Superhead Steffens, while his ex-wife Jennifer Lopez was still residing in the same house. Among other things, according to Gene, Diddy has actively participated in planning well-known homosexual parties, where the wealthy and well-known in Hollywood are rumored to indulge in more than simply cocktails. According to Gene, Diddy actively seeks out other guests, making these get-togethers feel more intimate and invitation-only.
But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in the exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, he got to go put it on the counter and, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got to, I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s or nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store.
Deal also claimed in the interview that these events work as a playground for Hollywood's elite, who are well known and have the means to pay hefty fees for access to the most unusual events in the area, allowing them to indulge in their darkest and most outrageous fantasies. In his interview, Gene also created a powerful depiction of Turkish baths as a common place for gay men to meet discreetly. He proposed that these exchanges are more than just hot baths because of Diddy's ability to arrange things. Rather, they are part of a wider network where these guys meet up for sex in secret with Diddy. And while all of that is absolutely mind-boggling, Gene Deal also attested to the fact that Sean Combs forced Cassie Ventura to have intercourse with other men while he watched, sexually abusing her, and in some cases, trafficking her. So now, with 50, Wright, and Gene coming forward with their separate but similar accounts of Davis, Jay-Z, and Diddy, is it possible that there's more to the story than what Hollywood has tried selling us? That's all for today. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates, hit the bell icon.